Good morning, lovelies. How are we all doing today? So I'm going to do my standard. Let's see if I can actually find it on my webpage and then share it into my group because that's where it needs to be. So otherwise it's just there we go. This should be easier today. So let's go share and we go share with group and we go there. Right, that's so much easier today. Thank you so much for joining me. It is so good to be here again. So we've been talking about weight gain and energy over the last few weeks and also discussing my thyroid recovery program that starts on the 22nd. So today I've been really having a think about, and I've had quite a few patients in clinic this week coming in. Like, gut health is always pretty much at the top of the list, but food sensitivities and food allergies has been showing its little head again this week, and how much inflammation that actually creates in the body, and then how much that increases your lymphatic fluid and how much size you increase as well as weight. And you can gain 4 to 5 kilos after an immune response. And it doesn't matter when that immune response is, unless you've gotten on top of the inflammation, dealt with what food it was, started that gut healing. It can take a couple of weeks to be able to reduce that back down again. So I had Jessica in last week, and she's my thermographer who comes into the clinic once every 2 months. And she was doing body scans on her clients, and she did a body scan on one of my clients, and it really showed her immune system kicking in. It showed the inflammation that this lady had in regards to food allergies and food sensitivities, and it showed all her sinuses. It showed how much it impacted her head and her thinking, but also how much it affected through her liver and in through her large intestine. And you can actually see the inflammation there and the stagnation of that lymphatic flow. Now, we've talked a lot about lymphatic flow as well over the last few weeks, and about how it's really important to dry body brush our skin every day to get our lymphatics moving, because that's our garbage disposal unit. It's also one of the primaries for our immune system, because our gut holds 90% of our lymphatic vessels, and our GOLT, the gastrointestinal immune system activation, is in there. But also about how we store that inflammation, because that inflammation then creates its own fluid. That inflammation can create its own fat as storage, because it's trying to protect our bodies. So it's a really good one to have a look at. And if you've got underlying postnasal drip, itchy eyes, itchy ears, like it took me years to figure out what itchy ears was. I've had itchy ears pretty much for as long as I can remember, and the first time a lovely acupuncturist told me that it was food allergies, I went, oh, yeah, and I didn't get it. I was a little bit slow, but I didn't know. So if you have itchy ears and excessive earwax, earwax that's really coming out of your ears all the time, or it's always impacted, or you have no earwax whatsoever and you've got really dry ear canals, they can be really big indicators that you have a food sensitivity. Postnasal drip, so if you feel like you've got a drip constantly going down the back of your throat, is also another one. Digestive upsets can be a really big one. Weight gain can be headaches, constipation, diarrhea. The list is actually really, really large. If you thought the symptoms for Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism were big because it affects every system in the body, well, symptoms for immune response can be just as big. So it really is about helping it identify that. And once you identify what food sensitivities that you have, now they're very, very different to an allergy. An allergy activates our IgE, and that's our fast-acting 5 minutes to half an hour, and you have an immune response. Whereas food sensitivities can take from now to 7 days to show, and that's why it can be really hard. That's why I do a lot of food food diaries with my patients, because I need to see over that 7 days to see what's been going on. But you could eat something today and it will be next Thursday you could have a reaction, and that can be a food sensitivity. So it really is investigative work, but there are testing that you can do and other things to help nut it down a lot faster and then stop eating them and reduce that inflammation. And on blood tests you'll see it as CRP, C-reactive protein. You can see it as ESR, which is ESR is acute stage, C-reactive protein is a longer stage one. And really nut that down. And believe me, it's amazing the amount of weight. I had one young girl, she took gluten out of her diet. She flipped between Hashimoto's and Graves all the time. And she dropped 10 kilos within 2 months just from removing gluten out of her diet. And she's a nice stable weight and stable size for her, which is fantastic. And I see it all the time, whereas others only lose a few kilos, but because gluten isn't their driving sensitivity in their system, there are others that still need to be focused on. So it is a journey, and it's always fun to help guide you guys through where you need to be and what you can do to help you get to the size that you want, help you to get rid of all those niggly little bits and pieces that just wear you down so much that you just go, oh really, is it worth getting out of bed today? So there is a lot of that. Hey Amelia, how you doing? So just talking about food sensitivities and food allergies today, and how that changes and increases our weight and also our size. So you're going to have to go back and have a look because I am very close to finishing. But it really is, like, diet diaries are probably the best thing to help you really identify what's going on. And usually I do 7 days, but you can do like 21 days because it takes 21 days for the cells in your digestive tract to turn over. So you get a really good indicator of what's going on. But you're listing everything from your mental health to your energy levels to how you poo every day, what it looks like, what color it is, and that. And then also you're looking at how much you're drinking every day. You're looking at your moods. So that really gives you the big picture of what can go on. And then if you want help, give me a call. I'm more than happy to work with you because that'd be fantastic. And also letting you know that my thyroid journey, it's a 6-week program that is starting on the 22nd. So that's on my webpage. I will put the details of the landing page below this later. But it is a 6-week journey to really get you on top of where you want to be. All right, guys, if you have any questions, please pop them below. I will answer them today and get back to you. But please do. It's the best thing. It's about sharing information, about having a really good chat. If you want to book a discovery call, you can do that. You can get that via my booking page on my website. There's a little tag there that says discovery call, and it's free. So if you want a discovery call with me, click on that one and we can have a really good chat to see which is about the best option for you. All right, guys, take care. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you next Thursday. All right, see you later.